Sweet vid, Kyle.
Sweet vids. Hello, how's it going? So, just tried to close the door, it didn't work. So, yeah, we're kind of getting sorted. There should be a picture there, but there isn't one yet. I sold a bunch of 360 games today. I don't really use my 360 for anything else but Skyrim, so I sold everything else, and I got enough money to go and get myself this beer machine and this wheat beer malt. So we're gonna have a shot at making some beer here. So we'll have a look at that in a second. I just wanted to say I've just started reading this again. Shadow of the Wind by Zafon. If you haven't read it, holy crap, do yourself a favour. Do yourself a favour. We got some records, some games, couple of new comics. Detective Comics, really good this week. It's like a new artist and writer maybe, so highly recommend that. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so there's a retro games shop here. That's where I sold my 360 games this morning. And he'd been looking for he said he'd keep an eye out for a Master System for me. And I went and spent the money on the beer thing, and then I noticed on his Instagram that he had a Master System in. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I still want it, but I can't really justify spending the money just now. I've managed to get a job working in a bar on Saturdays and Sundays, and that's not going to cut it. That's not even going to pay the bills. So I mean, at least I've got something. While I'm waiting for this lassie, I've signed up for an agency. The lassie's trying to get me work, doing something similar to what I was doing before. But yeah, until that happens, I can't really be spending. Maybe we'll just go and buy it. But yeah, so that's that. So anyway, let's see what happens with this beer here. Okay, it's cleaned and disinfected, which was a fucking ball ache. So apparently I'm just to clean it next time, but I'm not sure. We'll maybe just do the whole lot again. I'm just making sure this tap's had a good rinse out as well. That's why I'm running it through there. I've got the malt in the kitchen. I don't know if you can see it from here. No, you can't. It's in the sink. Oh, you can't? No, you can't. It's in the sink. The can warming up, so that's the next stage. Got to drop that into there. Okay, so here's the brewing sugar. There was some other stuff, was it spray malt it was called? But I decided to go for this just now. Because I'm making wheat beer, I didn't really know what the spray malt would do to the taste. But here's the wheat beer can. So I just need to open that, put it in there, and put all of this in there. So that's the next stage. Streets are white run though. Right, so this is how we're looking so far. The malt it's evil looking stuff. It smells quite evil too. But yes, so now I just need to fill this thing with water and add the yeast. Okay, so it's full. 23 litres. It kind of looks a bit like piss. Like a bottle of Miller or a Budweiser. But yes, that's a lot of beer. So yeah, now I just have to cover it and leave it for 4 to 6 days. Jane doesn't realise yet, but it's going to go right there. So she'll find out when she comes down. But yeah, this is a heap of beer. So it's a white beer, wheat beer, Weiss beer. So any beer names in the comments would be appreciated. I'm thinking right now, Wheat As I Am, like the Skunk Anansie song. But yeah, it definitely needs a name. But yeah, kind of excited. I've been on the beer forums because that's the kind of guy I am already. The Make Your Own Beer forum, and they said they buy bottles of you get bottles of distilled water from the supermarket, and they're like 16 pence or 18 pence. And they were saying just buy those and either use the water or tip it out. I've already wasted so much water. Like, an African village could have survived on the amount of water I've just tipped out. It's awful. But yeah, so the bottles, use the bottles. So I'll get, like 12 bottles, 12 2 litre bottles out of this? Will I? Am I mental? No, I will. That's crazy. So yeah, as soon as it's done, the idea is to get it out and into bottles so I can start another one going. So they get a second fermentation in the bottles once they come out of this thing. So, yes. Anyway, that's that. Let's go do something proper now. It's definitely working. Okay. Whoa. Really bad, really strong smell of grass there. Yo, okay, so it's Monday once again, and I never got the video up yesterday. I've got a job in a bar down the road here, and Saturday and Sunday, that's it. So it's basically going to be paying my comics so far. I need to get a proper full-time job. I'm expecting a couple of phone calls today, so that's cool. Hopefully by the end of the week we'll be back on the go. Just heading down. We've been painting the sitting room, so we need more paint. I'm away to go get that, and I'm away to go into the vintage games, retro games shop, whatever you want to call it. There's a Master System in there, so I'm gonna go have a look. I'm probably not going to get it, just because I really shouldn't be spending that sort of money, but we'll have a look anyway. Yeah, so anyway, cool. Oh, we did get some games and some records and some comics, so we'll go and look at that just now. Okay, how's it going? It's starting to look a bit more normal in here. There's still boxes behind you, but we'll get there eventually. The spare room's just an absolute joke. But yeah, let's have a look at some stuff we got. Let's do these comics first. Nothing too exciting, it's all new stuff. I finally got a copy of Spider-Man 800, and I already don't care, so I need to just get that finished so I can put it away. Mage number 9. This is getting close now. Issue 10 will be the next little break for a few months, and then the last 5 issues, and that'll be it. Detective 982, holy shit, this was awesome. Really looking forward to see where this is going. New artist and writer, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is great. So glad I kept it on just for this. 2 Zombie Tramps, 46 and 47. Can't show you 46. Cause boobies. Well, yeah, I can't I? We're all adults here. DC Nation 0. This just was in it, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's got the start of the wedding thing, which I'm not getting. I'm just going to do the Batman issues. Haven't decided if I'm going to get Catwoman 1 yet. I really don't need another standing order. So I've put on 3 of the, is it Black Label? DC Black Label or Black something? There's 2 Batman ones, and Azzarello and Risso Batman, like a detective Batman. And is it Frank Miller? No, Frank Miller's doing a Superman story, and Snyder and Capullo are doing a Batman story, so I'm doing those 2. And I think there's 2 Wonder Woman stories coming out on it as well. But I'm not too interested in them. But I'm going to do, yeah, the Miller, the Snyder, and the Azzarello. So, sweet. And finally, Tom King, Mr. Miracle number 9. I think this is going to 12, so this is coming up near the end as well. Yeah, records. I went to the record shop. I need to get used to how that place is laid out, because it's not like alphabetical or everything, it's all by genre, so no idea what you're looking for really half the time. But this was up on the wall. Pet Sounds Mono. I've been looking for one of these for ages, and It's a bit scuffed, but I've had this on about 5 times already. Can't even really see, but there is some kind of scratches in it. Plays fine, there's a few pops here and there, but there's no bounces or anything. So really pleased to have it for tenner. I was thinking I was going to be spending about 25 on one. The guy kept saying, you'll need another one, but this is a good one to start with. I was like, no mate, I've got one. I don't need another one, I've got one. So yeah, awesome. Glad to have that for a tenner. Finally, I've been to this retro vintage games like buy and sell place pretty much every day since I've been here. I sold a heap of 360 games. I probably said this already. Sold a heap of 360 games to pay for that beer set I've got on the go. Yeah, that foam going everywhere. The little thing I had on top of it popped out, so it's in there properly now. I've not had any more problems like that. Yeah, so anyway, first off, I got another Xbox controller just because he had a spare one. I thought it would be handy to have, so I've got 2 now. That's awesome. And plenty of, oh no, yeah, this, holy shit. This is like $2.90 or something like that. I don't think I'll ever play it, but I've got it. And yeah, loads of Mega Drive games. I've been slithering over a Master System. I've been looking online on the Master System 2. You can't get a SCART converter cable for it, but you can for the Master System 1. So I now need a Master System 1. Just so I don't have to tune it into the telly, because I fucking ache. I don't need that in my life. Video games. Eternal Champion. I played for about 5 minutes and got my ass kicked every single time. It's a fighting game like Mortal Kombat. Oh, that's a point actually. I got Mortal Kombat. Where is that? Yeah, I'll maybe show some of that later. But I got Mortal Kombat. Holy shit, it's awesome. Pit Fighter, which the guy in the shop said was the worst game ever. So I was like, yeah, hit me up with that, mate. And I thought it was actually pretty funny. I'll maybe, again, next time I play it, I'll film it, because there's like in the background, you're in it's like a fight, like in a basement fight, and there's all folk throwing weapons into the ring and stuff. But in the background, there's like 4 dudes stood there in like black and white. They're not moving. It's just 4 dudes, and it looks like I can't rack my brain to what the picture is. I'll try and find it and put it here. But it's like, is it like Sabbath? Is it like Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin or something? Like the picture is real. Is it Steely Dan or something like that? The picture is really familiar to me, and I can't figure out what it is. But Pit Fighter. Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. I just picked this up this morning. I went in to have a look at the Master System and was upset, so didn't buy it. But Pitfall. And I got Echo this morning as well. This is Echo 2, or The Tides of Time. Jane's painting the sitting room just now, so I can't get into play. Skitchin', so chuffed to find this. We used to play this heaps when I was younger. So yeah, what a way to end it off. Copy of Skitchin'. But anyway guys, that's everything this week, and yeah, we'll maybe show some Mortal Kombat next week. I've been trying to do I've been cheating to try and do it, to try and get the reptile fight, but I can't get it unlocked, so I might have to just be good at the game and get it done that way. But anyway, we'll see you next week. Take it easy. Peace.
Oh, Fluto Scotland, when will we see your lights again?
I think it's your like again, is it not?
Oh, your lights.
Get over here!